If you earn decent money but still feel financially fragile, this video is for you. And no one ever explains why that happens. Before we start, if money stress has ever made a fresh start feel more like pressure than hope, hit like. It sounds small, but it helps this reach people who carry financial worry quietly. And drop a quick comment with where you're watching from. Money pressure doesn't feel the same everywhere right now. If you're here for calm, realistic conversations about money, no hype, no get rich quick, no shame, consider subscribing. Because as 2026 gets closer, many people are making promises to themselves while privately fearing nothing will actually change. You can work hard, earn a decent income, and still feel like one unexpected expense could knock the entire month off balance. This video is about something more useful than motivation: financial strength, the kind that makes you feel steady, prepared, and able to breathe. Not because you suddenly earn double, but because you have a clear structure that tells your money what to do. That structure rests on 4 pillars: plan, save, invest, protect, and the order matters. Think of your finances like a house. Planning is the foundation. Saving is the shock absorber. Investing is the engine that protects your purchasing power over time. Protection is the roof, because one unexpected event can undo years of progress if you're exposed. Skip a pillar or rush the order, and even a high income can feel fragile. That's not dramatic. It's what happens when inflation rises, layoffs occur, or life throws a medical bill at you without warning. This is the reality many people have lived through recently. Everyday costs like housing, food, and insurance have pressured budgets faster than wages in many places. So people look fine on paper, but still struggle being able to build savings. The gap between income and security creates a constant low-level anxiety. Always reacting, always bracing, always hoping nothing breaks. Many people assume the solution is simply earning more. Sometimes that helps, but often it misses the deeper issue. Most people approach money without a clear order of priorities. And in uncertain times, emotions take over. Impulse spending for relief, freezing when decisions feel uncomfortable, or avoiding the numbers altogether. Over time, that reaction cycle quietly drains wealth faster than any single bad investment ever could. Before we go further, I want to pause and share something personal, because this framework wasn't formed from theory alone. 2025 was a difficult year for me. Changes in work disrupted my income, and my personal finances were affected more than I expected. Cash flow became uneven, expenses didn't line up the way they used to, and at the same time, I still had a family to support. That creates a specific kind of pressure, not panic, not failure, but a constant mental weight. The pressure of balancing spending, keeping money moving, and maintaining stability while the broader market felt slow and uncertain. I didn't stop caring about money. I cared more. I spent time studying different approaches to personal finance, looking for realistic ways to improve cash flow, and exploring second income options, not to get rich, but to regain balance. And through that process, I realized something important. Many people are going through this exact situation right now. That was the moment I realized I wasn't failing at money. I was relying on hope instead of structure. That's why I'm sharing this, not as advice from a perfect position, but as lessons shaped by a difficult year. My hope is that as we move into 2026, we approach money with clearer structure and calmer thinking. So we're not just surviving month to month, but rebuilding stability for ourselves and for our families. And that brings us to where most people should start, but rarely do: planning. Pillar 1 is planning, because clarity beats willpower. A real financial plan isn't a 40-tab spreadsheet. It's a simple map you can follow when real life happens. Planning answers 4 basic questions: what's coming in, what must go out every month, what matters most right now, and what risks could realistically hit next. Here's the underrated psychological benefit. When you know where your money goes, your nervous system calms down. Vague anxiety turns into specific information you can work with. And once priorities are clear, saying no to random spending becomes easier. Not because you're disciplined, but because you've already decided. Planning also protects you emotionally. If income changes due to layoffs, illness, or transitions, planning prevents panic. Without preparation, even small disruptions feel catastrophic. With preparation, you still don't like the disruption, but you can respond instead of spiraling. A good plan assumes you're human. It includes imperfect grocery weeks, small comforts, and months that don't go exactly as expected. The goal isn't control, it's clarity with forgiveness. Once planning is in place, saving becomes the next priority, not as deprivation, but as protection. Saving buys time and calm. Without cash reserves, every unexpected bill becomes a crisis, and crises force expensive decisions. Credit card balances, pulling money from investments at the worst time, or skipping essentials and paying for it later. That's why emergency funds exist. They absorb shocks so short-term problems don't sabotage long-term plans. A common guideline is 3 to 6 months of essential expenses because it works for most working households. This money should be safe, liquid, and boring because its job is stability, not performance. What often gets overlooked is the psychological impact. Research consistently shows that even modest emergency savings are strongly associated with higher financial well-being. Savings reduce fear, and fear is expensive. When you know one surprise won't destroy you, you think more clearly and make better decisions. Once you have an emergency buffer, investing becomes rational instead of frightening. Investing exists to protect purchasing power and build momentum over time. Cash sitting idle can quietly lose value when inflation outpaces interest, and in recent years, inflation has been meaningfully higher than typical savings rates. Your balance may grow slightly, but your purchasing power shrinks. Investing is how you fight that erosion over long periods. You don't need complexity. For most people, diversification and consistency, often through broad, low-cost index funds, matter far more than timing markets or chasing trends. A common mistake is investing before building savings. When emergencies hit, people are forced to sell at bad moments, turning long-term investing into short-term damage control. So the rule stays simple. Save first, invest second. That order protects behavior, and behavior drives results. The final pillar is protection, and it's often ignored until it's too late. Protection includes insurance, beneficiaries, and basic estate planning, not because you're pessimistic, but because you're realistic. Health issues, disability, or loss are not abstract risks, and without protection, years of careful saving and investing can disappear quickly. Protection is also emotional care for your future self and the people who depend on you. It reduces the chance that grief turns into financial chaos. When all four pillars work together, money becomes calmer, not perfect, but calmer. You stop reacting to headlines and start making decisions aligned with your values. Financial strength is not about how much you earn. It's about how much pressure your system can absorb. Now let's translate this into practical steps you can take before 2026 without trying to fix your whole life in a weekend. Start by scheduling one quiet hour with no distractions and no judgment, just facts. Write down income, essential expenses, debts, savings, and forgotten subscriptions. This snapshot becomes your baseline and replaces guessing with clarity. Next, choose one small improvement, not 10. Track spending for 2 weeks, cancel one unused expense, or automate even $10 to $25 per week. Small actions done consistently beat dramatic changes that collapse under real life. Build the emergency buffer first, because even a starter fund changes how you sleep. Then invest slowly, aligned with your horizon, without comparing your Chapter 1 to someone else's Chapter 10. Consistency wins. Review protection yearly, especially after major life changes. Financial strength doesn't remove problems, it reduces their damage. Prepared people recover faster, think more clearly, and make fewer fear-based decisions. As 2026 begins, the goal is that money stops feeling like a constant background alarm. You can't control every headline, but you can control preparation. And preparation beats prediction, because prediction changes weekly, while good systems support you for years. If you remember only one thing, remember this: order matters more than speed. Plan first, save next, invest after, protect always. Financial strength is not about how much you earn, it's about how much pressure your system can absorb. If this helped, share it with someone quietly worried about 2026. And if you want more content that blends money psychology with practical steps, no hype and no shame, subscribe. That's how you start 2026 financially strong. Thanks for watching.